Hey everyone, this is Kobe, and
Jalen.
we're going to be doing a get ready with me / parents and child questionnaire. So, first question, Jalen, what do you like to daydream about?
Well, that depends on what you really want to know. Daydream about everything. So
Like what kind of things though?
well, sometimes it's about me getting a job, driving.
Why?
Well, because I want to be independent too.
Whoa.
Like, yeah.
And I'm going in with Oktoberfest. I've primed my eyelids and I've set the concealer on my eyelids. I conceal them before I actually, that's the way I prime them, with concealer. But okay. Next question is, what makes you happy?
Books.
Books. Oh, I know books make you happy because I'm tending to have to buy plenty of them at a time, weekly. But what kind of books? What kind of books do you like?
Maybe fantasy based, but then they could be it could be fictional and non-fictional.
Fictional and non-fictional?
Yes.
But which one do you prefer?
Well, sometimes I like when something's not really real, but sometimes I like the truth too. So.
Okay. So, what have your friends been up to?
Well, I don't really know. I don't put myself in their situations. So,
what do you mean you don't put yourself in their situations?
I don't ask them unless they're willing to tell me.
Okay.
Because I don't force that upon them. So,
if you could do anything right now, what would you do?
Drive a car.
Drive a car? Why are you so eager to drive?
I don't know. I just have this fascination with driving.
Okay, let me tell you guys a little bit. My daughter, she's 13. She's only 13. And she is fascinated with driving a car. She went to California this summer and tried to get my brother to let her drive the car. She thought I didn't know about it. But tried to drive my brother's car and everything. I don't know what is going on with this little girl, but she really wants to drive. And I am terrified of it. What do you look forward to when you wake up? What is one thing that you really want to do when you first wake up? What is something that throughout the day that you cannot wait to do?
Well, I can't do it.
What?
I want to just get up and watch YouTube.
Okay, you don't want to go to school and
no.
Okay. I thought you loved school.
Sometimes I do, but then sometimes if I know we got a test, I don't want to go. Mondays and Fridays are the times we got tests mostly. Mondays
and Fridays?
Yeah, that's mainly the times we got tests. And sometimes I don't want to go on Monday. I don't want to go on Friday, but I could go in between, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I could go then, but no.
So just Mondays and Fridays you like going?
I hate going.
I mean, you hate going, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you just hate tests?
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah.
But you love school?
Yeah.
What is your favorite subject in school?
I like reading, but then I like ELA too now because my teacher, because he's a great teacher. And I like math too now because my other teacher too. But out of all of them, I could admit I like reading mostly.
So reading. Let me leave that one out because I'm going to have to go back in. Okay. Do you ever think about renaming the colors of your crayons?
Sometimes.
Really? What colors do you want to rename?
Let me see. You know that cornflower blue or something like that? Or that beautiful one?
Pretty blue. That was my favorite color in the crayon box.
I just want to rename that one. I hate the color.
What do you want to rename it?
I wanted to name it Bluetiful.
Bluetiful? That's different.
I've always had a fascination with saying.
Now I'm going to go in with the Ulta matte neutrals, and I'm going to use the Renee, which is this color right here. So just that color. That's the only one.
I would like to rename black too.
Black?
Yeah. I don't
Why?
know what name, but I just wanted to rename Black. Like,
Why would you want to rename Black?
I don't know, because just Black sounds plain, and Black is more than plain.
So you love Black.
I like Black, yes.
I like blacks and browns and blues, greens, purple. Purple is my favorite color.
Yes, purple.
But blues, greens, purples, blacks, brown, like earth tones. You just gotta throw purple in there. But I love earth tones naturally. Like that's like number one. If I could pick most of the time, my clothes would probably end up being like a darker color.
Like purple or something like that. I like darker purples.
Okay. What character makes you laugh the most? You can say any character you please.
I have lots of characters in mind. Like, I like Looney Tunes, but then again, I like Happy Tree Friends too.
Now I'm going to go in with Courtney from the same palette. This one right here. But Happy what?
Happy Tree Friends.
What is that? What's Happy Tree Friends? You know I don't know the names of the stuff y'all watch, but I know I can probably think of what it is.
No.
What's on there?
It's like cute little animals. Like, they're just like cute animals. And you might think it's like all happy and stuff there, but no. Can't judge a book by its cover.
What is that?
You have to look it up because I can't really explain it.
But is it humans? What animals are there?
They're like skunks and stuff like that. It's just like grizzly bears, polar bears. But they're different colors than regular animals. Like, they might be pink, orange, red.
And it's a cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't heard of that. If you open a store, what would you sell? Candy?
Candy. Snacks. Ramen noodles. Whole bunch of stuff. Hot Pockets.
Ramen noodles?
Ramen noodles, Hot Pockets.
Ramen?
Yep.
Hot Pockets. So you would sell junk food?
Yes. Then I'll put a little bit of, maybe a little bit of like sweet potatoes or something like that.
So you would sell mainly junk?
I guess.
Okay.
I'll try to go healthy though.
You would try to go healthy?
A little bit. Maybe like 1 or 2 hours healthy.
I'm going to try to get some of this stuff under my eyes. Probably can't see it, but have a little fallout. So you would try to go healthy. Let me go back and blend with Oktoberfest again. I'm going to blend the edges. Okay. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
Invisibility, speed.
That's a lot.
I could fly. I will be able to what's it called? Go past walls. Everything.
Wow.
Every superpower in one.
If you could only choose one.
Every superpower in one.
So you want it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't say it's multiple because all of them put in one.
So if you were at the beach, what's the first thing you would do?
Put my feet in the water, and if it was cold, I would just go sit down.
What about building a sandcastle and...
No. I have a bad experience with that. I don't like that.
Why?
You remember
Flea
I found
crabs
a crab in there? Yes. Crabs on when I was
sea.
I don't
What
like
is it?
that.
What are they called?
Seaweed.
Sea fleas.
There's sea fleas?
Yes.
What's that?
They are big bug looking crab things. I don't know exactly how to explain them, but I know what they are. Put it that way.
Okay. You don't got to tell me because you're just going to ruin my whole time when I go to a beach.
Really?
Yeah. You can stop now.
If you could grow anything in the yard, what would it be? Oh, we were just talking about this the other day.
A money tree.
No, we weren't talking about that. But we were talking about gardening.
It would be a money tree. Made of money. You didn't tell me what it had to be, so it's
You know what?
made of money.
Anything being realistic now, we got that one out. being realistic, what would you grow?
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. And what else? You must really like sweet potatoes.
Potatoes.
I know you like sweet potatoes, but you must really like them. Go back in with Oktoberfest and blend that out again.
And peas.
The edges. Oh, I absolutely hate peas. This girl loves peas. Like, the only reason why I buy peas is for soup and her, because I don't eat them.
Nobody eats them. I'm the only one who eat them in this family. Y'all are weird. You know what they say?
We're
peas
weird.
Are good for your eyes.
Now I'm going to go in with L'Oreal, what is it called? With L'Oreal True Match, C6 and W8. And I'm mixing them together because they actually work out better that way for me. So what else? What else would you grow in the garden? What else would you grow in the garden? I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm going to blend it out.
What else would I grow? I don't know. Watermelon.
Watermelon? Well, you don't even eat watermelon. That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah, I know.
She doesn't eat watermelon, but she wants to grow watermelon in her garden.
I don't know. I don't like watermelon, but I want to grow it.
But why would you want to grow it then?
I don't know. I just have a fascination.
I'm blending it down my neck. You have a fascination with it?
It's because, like in watermelon candies and stuff, it tastes so good. But the real thing just tastes weird to me.
It doesn't taste the same. Watermelon candies seem to be a little sweet and sour. They have a really good flavor. But I like watermelon myself. But I know the watermelon candy is a little different. So, what makes you feel brave, lady?
Myself.
Yourself?
Yes.
That's it?
Yep. Wait,
How do you make yourself feel brave?
With foods? Sometimes ice cream do. When I think of ice cream.
When you think of ice cream?
Mm-hmm. That's why I got in trouble the other year about punching that girl back. Because you told me if I got suspended, I would get ice cream. I just wanted the ice cream.
I didn't say if you got suspended. Let's just clear this up. My daughter used to not, basically she wouldn't defend herself.
Wait, I take that back. You said if I hit a girl back, I might get ice cream.
No, wait, let me clear this up because it sounds absolutely horrible. We used to have a problem with bullying. I'm a firm believer in if somebody hits you, hit them back. That's just how I teach my children. That's how I was raised. And that's what I believe. And can't nobody tell me anything differently. That's just how I feel. So whenever she comes home and she's telling me that this little girl continuously is hitting her, you better not take no licks. That's just how I feel. You better hit her back. So it had got to the point where she actually hit the little girl back. I told her, you're not going to get in trouble if you get suspended, and it's with you defending yourselves. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not going to punish you. You probably get ice cream before you got punished. That's what it was. It wasn't like I was just saying, oh yeah, fight everybody. You're going to get ice cream. No, it's nothing like that. I'm not that type of mom. But I do believe in if somebody hits you, hit them back. That's just how I feel. And I was a substitute teacher. I've seen some students are just so malicious and they don't give a crap. And they will hit you and hit you and hit you over and over again. My child would never hit anybody back. So with her not hitting people back, they continued to do that more and more to her. Like they would bully her. And I was like, I'm not having it. I don't care what the school says, what the rules are. If somebody hits you, you better hit them back. Point blank. There's no discussion about that. You hit them back when they hit you. And I'm going to conceal with LA Girl Pro Concealer and Toffee. And then I actually mixed two. Then I used Rimmel Perfect Match. And it's in 430 medium. And that gives me the nice little balance. Because I want to highlight, but I don't want to highlight too much. Okay. So, what makes you feel loved?
When you give me candy.
When I give you candy?
Yeah.
And that's it?
When you hug me.
When I hug you? Yeah. Anything else?
You sit to talk to me.
When I sit and talk to you?
Yeah. Will you give me ice cream?
Oh, you want me to yell on you now, poo-poo? What face is that? See, the thing is, I don't want her to grow up. She's 13. I have 2 more behind her, but this is my firstborn, and it seems like yesterday she was born. I mean, that's my baby. So it's like, when it comes down to it, I'm sitting here watching her grow up, and I'm literally terrified, and I'm doing my best as a parent. The thing is, I'm really doing my best as a parent to make sure she's ready for this world. But when it really comes down to it, I don't think there's really anything that you can do to prepare your children for this crazy world that they are going to be jumping into. It's really not much you can do. So I am absolutely terrified when it comes down to my baby being out there in this world. Even though I have, 5 more years? It still scares me. Absolutely scares me. And I just want her to stay a baby forever and just stay with her mommy. But she don't want to, of course.
I asked you to hold me the other day. You told me no.
What was I doing?
I
was busy?
No. You just told me no.
Was because you know why. Remember when we were sitting outside and I had to leave you?
Mama. Mama.
Don't act like you don't know.
Mama. I would not do that to you.
You've done it to me.
I don't remember.
I do.
I don't.
But no, I am a smother, as somebody called me. One of my friends called me a smother. Smother is a mother who smothers their children. I am. And hi, my name is Kobe, and I'm a smother. I don't know how not to. I really don't. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but I don't know how not to smother my children. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Kit. And I'm going to brush my face up a little bit on the sides. And to try to blend in this actual highlight up under my eyes. And it's basically not really setting my face, but bronzing it up a little bit. Because I'm going to go back in with my contour. So, any questions you have for me, Jalen?
Mm-mm.
You don't have any questions for me?
Mm-mm.
Why do you think I love you?
Because you're there.
What makes you feel loved the most when it comes to me?
The fact that you'll try to see what's going on.
That I'll try.
Yeah.
So I don't do it?
Yes, you do.
What else? Is that the only thing? Because I try?
Let me think. Could you make time for us? And because you'll always be there when we need you.
When you were first born, Jalen, how do you think I felt?
Sad because you didn't have a boy.
I didn't have a boy?
Yeah.
Is that all you think I felt?
And happy because I was beautiful. I wasn't beautiful. I was beautiful.
Yeah, you were my little Eskimo baby. You look like a little Eskimo. I would bundle you up too, and it was just so adorable. But no, when you were first born, the first thing I remember really, like, after you came out was like, oh my God, they're really going to let me come take this little thing home with me. I was super overwhelmed. Like, this baby is really going to have to come home with me, and I'm going to have to take care of her for the rest of her life. And, like, I was really afraid of that whole situation. As crazy as it sounds, like, I know that I made her and everything, but when I first got pregnant with her, I was so unsure. I didn't know exactly what to do. You know, like, oh my God, I'm a kid myself. I was 19 years old when I got pregnant with her. But I was the first one in my family to have a child out of wedlock, without being married. And it absolutely scared me. My father is a pastor. Henceforth, that's why I'm a PK. Most people already know what I'm talking about. But I didn't know how to take care of a child. My mom had died when I turned 18. She died when I turned 18. So taking care of a baby on my own was like, whoa, no. But when I took her home, I absolutely fell in love with her, first of all. I fell in love with her. I couldn't, like, that was mine. That was something, you know, even though I didn't necessarily know how to take care of her, I have been doing my best for 13 years. What are you doing, Jalen? Are you really in my lipstick?
Maybe.
But I've been doing my best for 13 years, and my only thing is I want to prevent, as a parent, my job is, and I've told her the other day, well, we have this talk a lot, but I want to prevent her from having any issues when it comes to me. And when I say that, what I mean is, growing up, I felt like I couldn't talk to my parents. You know, they had 7 children. So, of course, it was going to be a situation like that. But I didn't feel like I could speak to my parents. And with me feeling like I couldn't speak to my parents, I had no one to talk to. And certain things that was going on, I wasn't always approving of it. I didn't really like it. So with me feeling that way, who was I going to talk to it about? Or talk to? No one. I had no one to talk to. I had older siblings, but they had already been through the process, and it was like, oh, they were right up under mom and dad, and I didn't want to really too much tell them anything because they might run back and tell them, or that it's going to create more of an issue. And I always thought the worst of every situation. So I never really discussed my issues and problems. But as I got older, me and my father, we had to have a sit down and talk, because it was a lot of things that happened when I was a kid that I felt like it disturbed me. It was a lot of stuff, and I don't think anybody understands when it really comes down to it. Nobody really understands how those kind of things can affect your child, or you as a child, and then you carry it into your adulthood. Most people don't really pay attention to that. I'm gonna take the, what is this called, Revlon Photo Ready eye art, and I'm gonna do a cut crease. Ugh, I think I'm messing this thing up.
Maybe.
But I'm going to do this one. But
Is that a pretzel?
I never realized how much stuff, how hard it is for a parent. And with my mom and my dad, the thing is, 7 kids, they did the best they could do. I never understood a lot of the stuff went on and why they did things or whatever. With my children, I try to do something a little bit differently, and I know it might come back and bite me in the butt. But when it comes down to it, I feel like giving them the chance to talk and to tell me how they feel is one of the least things that I can do when it comes to them 3. I really want them to be comfortable talking to me. So I try to make sure that they have a way to talk to me. I keep the lines of communication open when it comes to them. So one I just totally demolished, and the other looks pretty decent. Go back and fix that. Let's go into Oktoberfest, and now I'm going to take this and I'm going to blend it at the ends. Try to make it a little more seamless. And I'm going to take that color that I was using, let me see, is Courtney, and bring that in there, right on the edge. Try to make sure it's all blending nicely. Make sure all the children play together well. I'm talking about my eyes, sweetie. But I try to make sure the kids, know that they have somebody they can talk to. Because that's one of the problems when it comes down to it. Nowadays, you have kids thinking about suicide. You have kids, having issues and no one to talk to. That's one of my main goals when it comes down to life with my children. I never want my children to feel like they have no one. Never. Are you really interested in that makeup like that, Jalen? Are you really that interested?
I don't know.
And I think that'll be the look. I'm going to do a little highlight on my inner corner. And I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics foil eyes 24 count. And I'm going to use the white in the corner. And I'm going to dab it right there. Right there. Right on the inner corner. Is there anything that you want to ask me, Jalen? Any questions you want to ask me?
What were you thinking when you decided to bring us to the hospital?
When?
Oh, before you got married.
To meet Jabo?
Yeah.
Oh, situation is, my husband and me were talking before we got married. We were talking for a good while. I'm gonna say we were talking for a few months. I've known him since 6th grade. So before we got married, before we got married, we were talking. We were actually dating, and he ended up having blood clots in his lungs and in his heart and so on. So therefore, he was at the hospital. I would go visit him throughout the day, and it was this particular day. I was just like, hey, I'm going to take the kids up there, because it had got pretty serious at this time. I don't believe in taking your kids everywhere, like far as meeting every guy you talk to and stuff like that. I don't believe in doing that, but this situation was pretty serious, and I wanted them to meet him. So I took him to the hospital. I don't know exactly what I was thinking, but I did take him to the hospital so they could meet him, which I feel like that was something I could have avoided easily, and I could have held off on that. But of course I didn't. Me being me, sometimes I don't think about everything I do. Simple as that. So that was the point of me taking him to the hospital. I'm taking you to the hospital. I probably wasn't thinking about it, but me and him were dating for a while at that point in time. So.
And you thought we would just have no problem at all, huh?
So how did you feel?
You see, in my opinion, I came in there, first walked in there, and Layla obviously somehow had already known about him, talking about I think they dating now. I'm like, what you talking about?
My daughter Layla was about 4. Well, she was about 4, right?
And I was like, what you talking about? She ain't dating nobody. She would never date nobody. Not behind our back. And then she just gonna come up and she was like, yeah, she dating him.
Well, kids are very inquisitive. They try to put themselves in grown people's situation a lot, as you can see. But I had to hide a lot of stuff from them.
And she was like, nah, they dating. I seen them. They were talking, and I seen her hold his hand. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna see who this is. I don't know who she talking about. And then all of a sudden, you just had this big random idea to go to the hospital. And I'm like, who's sick in our family? And you're like, nobody. We meeting somebody. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Layla said that this dude was in the hospital. And it was the same exact hospital she was talking about. And my guess was right. You decided to take us. And you see, then I was real angry. I was like, ain't nobody finna marry my mama. That's the last thing they were gonna do. And you see, I didn't want to talk to him at all. I didn't look at him. Nothing. I can admit, I was real angry.
But why were you angry?
Because I thought nobody was good enough to have my mama, and I did not want nobody to. My mom was my mom. That's how I felt. But then I seen how much he made you happy, so I was just like, I'm going to back off and stay in my own world.
Aww. So why didn't you talk to me about this? Because you tend to be the child that I have who closes down and don't discuss anything.
Because I feel like if I discuss something, it's going to hurt somebody's feelings. And I don't like hurting people's feelings. So
you rather it be your feelings that are hurt. And you're the one who's feeling all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
No. I used to be the same way. I'm going to tell you something. When you do that kind of stuff, I can understand, hey, I don't like so-and-so or whatever. But when it comes down to it, you have to worry about your happiness. And I'm going to be using... but you have to worry about your happiness also, Jalen. And if something made you feel uncomfortable, do you think I would not have talked to you or sat down and try to understand?
I wasn't uncomfortable when you just all of a sudden bring us up to this man's house, hospital bed. And I'm just like...
But at that time, he was about to get discharged, though. And I wanted you guys to, see him one way or another, and then I had to...
No, I wasn't even really thinking about, like, if he was sick or something. I'm just like, They're talking like they're long friends. And Lila was right. They did hold hands.
We held hands. And that made you feel uncomfortable?
Not just that, how y'all kept laughing with each other and just make it seem like y'all were old friends, like y'all were old people.
Well, we were old friends. I've known him since I was 12.
Well, that's when you hated him, so I have no problem with that.
Yeah, but I had seen him afterwards. You know, we went to school together.
But I heard you still hated him then, so I was still...
I didn't hate him. I never really hated him. I just didn't like him for me at that time. I just didn't find him to be someone I wanted to actually commit to. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a hate or dislike or anything like that. I'm going to take this.
Admit, I disliked him in the beginning. I did.
In the beginning you disliked him? I'm going to bring that back. You bring that back. Now I need a lippy. What kind of lip we gonna do?
My lips.
Oh, look at my lip glosses up there, and get the blue lipstick. How about that? Will you do that for me, please?
Oh, then I gotta wipe this off. Give me one of those.
Wipe what off, baby?
Those, the lip gloss that I got on now.
Oh no, blue for me.
But I was gonna go do some stuff and get some lips.
And I'm gonna take this Ciate gel coal liner, and it's not for lips, but
I need to wipe this stuff off anyway.
I don't. It doesn't work that well on my eyes, so. I use it on my lips. I'm gonna use it on my lips. Give me the blue. Okay. And this blue, you cannot get it. I actually made it, so I don't know what to tell you about getting it. No, I don't like that.
Hey, I got homework.
You need to go do your homework?
On the computer, yes.
Okay, give me a sec. Well, actually, you can go ahead and go.
How can I do it on the computer?
And this is the look for today. Might look a little too much, but let me see if I can put that.
Oh, I got a new flashlight. I don't need the lamp.
All right, well, thanks you guys. And Jalen, you have anything to say?
Subscribe.
All right.